this one snuck up on me, I gotta say. Hozier's Too Sweet, you know?
It's everywhere, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's topping the charts, like, everywhere.
Yeah.
From the UK
Yeah.
to Australia, even hit #1 here.
Wow.
And you know, we got to talk about that whole TikTok thing.
Oh, yeah.
Really blew up there. Even Hozier got in on it.
I know. I saw that.
He seemed to think it was pretty funny.
Right.
But listening to Too Sweet,
Yeah.
there's this, like, this deceptively simple sound. But then you get to the lyrics and you realize, whoa, there's some serious depth here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's like this really catchy tune on the surface, right?
Right.
But then you listen a little deeper and it's like, oh, wow, he's really dealing with some really big ideas here. Like compromise, you know, different lifestyles.
Yeah.
And this whole idea of like indulging in what you want, even if it's not maybe the best thing for you.
Exactly. Like you get sucked in right away.
Yeah.
I love that opening line. It's 10 o'clock before I say a word. It's like, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, totally. And then he hits us with that, you keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, okay, wait a minute. This isn't just about staying up late. This is about like two totally different approaches to life. Right?
Exactly. And you can picture them in your head, can't you? But then you wake up for the sunrise.
Yeah.
You can just see that like fundamental clash of routines.
Totally. And it's interesting because, you know, he's mentioned before that this whole song was inspired by Dante's Inferno.
Oh, really?
Yeah, specifically the third circle of hell. Gluttony.
Gluttony. All right, hold on. I'm as much of a night owl as the next person, but am I really going to hell for a midnight snack?
Right. Like, is that all it takes?
Yeah.
But no, I think what he's doing is he's not talking about like literal gluttony here, you know?
Oh.
He's using it more as this metaphor, this idea that we can be overly attached to things, maybe to our routines, to the things that give us pleasure, even when they might be holding us back.
Okay, so it's less about the whiskey itself and more about the fact that the narrator just won't budge, even for someone that he clearly cares about.
Exactly. Yeah, he's comfortable, you know,
Yeah.
in his routine, even if it's causing a little friction in the relationship. And it makes you wonder, is this actually a love song or is this a song about self-indulgence?
It's like he's caught between two worlds, you know, trying to find that balance between holding on and letting go.
And the music itself does such a great job of capturing that internal tug of war. Like, think about it. He could have gone for a typical love song sound,
Right.
but instead we get this really cool blend of bluesy folk rock with these like soulful undertones.
Yes. And it creates this atmosphere. It's like smoky
Yeah.
late night.
Totally. Like
Yeah.
you're right there with him
Yeah.
in that headspace. And those guitar riffs, especially that one kind of melancholic one that keeps popping up throughout the song.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a musical representation of the tension between them, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. That push and pull.
Yeah.
And Hozier's vocals. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, well, don't even get me started.
That raspy texture.
Right.
Like when he sings, "You're too sweet for me."
Yes.
The ache in his voice just gets me every time.
There's like this yearning there that you can just feel. It's subtle, but it adds so much depth.
Okay, and can we talk about the music video for a second?
Oh, yeah.
There's
The music video. Releasing it like weeks after the song blew up.
Yeah,
That was such a power move.
totally unexpected.
I know. Most artists have been like, quick, capitalize on this momentum.
Right. Strike while the iron's hot.
Exactly. Big budget music video. Get it out there.
Yeah.
But Hozier's like, nah, I'm going to let the music speak for itself, which I kind of love.
And when we finally got the video,
It wasn't what anyone was expecting.
not at all. It wasn't flashy. It was just him. You know?
Yeah. Just like raw behind-the-scenes footage.
Yeah. Rehearsals, sound checks, those little in-between moments on tour.
And somehow it's like way more intimate than any big budget production could ever be.
Yeah. It is. And it made me think about that whole idea of indulgence versus discipline, which we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Because here's this guy right at the top of his game.
Yeah.
But he's showing us the work that goes into it,
Mm-hmm.
the dedication, the sacrifice. It's not all glamour. You know what I mean?
It's real, you know? And I remember when he posted on Instagram thanking everyone for the response to Too Sweet,
Oh, yeah.
he seemed genuinely touched by it.
He did.
Like he couldn't believe it. And seeing that coupled with that music video, it really makes you think about the song in a whole new light.
It's really refreshing, isn't it, to have an artist be so open about the process.
It is. And it makes that final question all the more intriguing.
You mean, does our whiskey-loving narrator actually change his ways?
Exactly. Does he ever choose the sunrise? Because Hozier, he doesn't really give us a straight answer, does he?
No, he doesn't. That tension, that push and pull, it's there right up until the very last note.
Yeah.
Leaves you hanging on, wondering.
Totally. And that's what makes it so relatable, right? It's like he's holding up a mirror
Ooh.
to
Right.
all of us and our own little indulgences and compromises. Are we creatures of habit, stuck in our routines even when they stop serving us? Or are we willing to shake things up, step outside that comfort zone?
It's never that simple, is it? We can want it all. Connection, independence, routine, spontaneity, and sometimes those desires, they clash.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty of Too Sweet. It's messy,
Yeah,
it's complicated, it's real.
it is. No easy answers, no fairy tale ending, just that lingering what if. I think that's why it sticks with you. So next time you listen, pay attention to that last chorus.
Okay.
The way his voice cracks just a little when he sings Too Sweet
Yeah.
makes you wonder if he's really singing to himself there.
Right. It really does. And think about it. What are your Too Sweets? What are you holding on to that maybe you should let go of?
Oh, that's good. Because it's easy to get swept up in the melody, but Hozier is giving us a lot to unpack there. It's about who we are, who we want to be, what really matters at the end of the day.
Totally.
Thanks for diving deep with us.